everyone. I'm Josh.
I'm Tyler.
We're from ComixBrew. If you're listening to the show, you realize that we're pretty much experts
On everything, but specifically a couple areas.
Yeah. Obviously, the smartest guys on the internet. We wanted to prove that to you. We felt it's necessary to have several forms.
Well, yeah, we gotta prove our credentials here.
Exactly. So Tyler here is actually an expert on the brewing process for beer.
Yeah, long-time brewer.
So, I've got a list of questions here for Tyler, and in his most professional way, he will be answering them. And I hope when you're done that we've all learned something today. You ready, Tyler?
Yeah.
All right. Start off like this, Tyler. What goes into beer?
Beer, that's going to be water, hops, and berries.
Berries, yes.
Berries.
Oh God,
it's a little known fact. It's the secret ingredient.
Really? Is that where the bitterness comes from? Is the berries?
Yeah, depends on the berry, how ripe it is, how unripe it is.
Can you go step by step through the process?
Step by step. Okay, so first of all, you've got your water, you got your hops, you got your berries. Stick them all in a big gallon or 10-gallon jug. Boil that shit all up. Let it boil for like 6-7 days, week solid, just a low simmer, low boil. And then you pour that shit into a big vat and then leave it for like 6 months.
At what point does the alcohol come into the process?
Well, through the whole thing. Slowly alcohol comes in from the air, like it leaches through the vat and into it because it's just been sitting there that long.
Sure.
So that's why you don't want to open it because then it all comes out.
Where does the name beer come from?
That comes from Egypt.
Egypt.
About 4 or 5 decades ago. Before that,
so it's pretty new.
Before that, everybody just called it ale. I don't know why.
Is that why? So they gave ale to the slaves.
Yeah,
and that's why the
pyramids.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like liquid food. Basically, you can just throw all that berries and shit in there. It's nutritious. It's good for you. They give it to their babies.
If I were to give you, say, any brew off the market, if I were to give you any IPA, would you be able to identify the brewer, where it's from, the hop profile?
Like, I'm not the best at IPAs. It's international pear ales. I'm not really good on those.
Yeah.
It's not like I usually go for the berries, not the fruits. So I wouldn't be the best at that. I can give it a shot. It's sort of like, you can play a guitar, but maybe not a bass guitar so well.
Sure. I often see this, a lot of 3-syllable things. We talked about IPAs.
Yeah.
IBU.
That's an International Berry Unit.
Oh,
that's it's basically the concentration of berries in the beer. It kind of varies depending on the berry itself.
Another 3-letter one we come across a lot. It's always followed by a percent. ABV.
After berry volume. That's after you strain out all like the berry curds. That's what's left.
Oh,
it's kind of it's another ratio. It's a ratio between what you're going to end up drinking versus the leftovers. What's in there that fermented and gave it the beer quality.
We haven't really touched on yeast at all.
It's not a necessary ingredient.
Really?
People think it is, but you're gonna find that it comes with the hops and the berries. It's in there in small enough amounts that you can't really tell, but it works for the beer.
Nice.
It's a secret that they don't want to tell you about.
Where do you normally find hops?
You normally find hops. I find them out back.
With your berries?
In my backyard. Well, next to the berries. I don't have grass. I just have hops.
A malt profile. What does that mean?
Malt profile is how good your beer is going to be with ice cream. You ever feel like going down and get a malt at the shop?
Sure.
That's how good it's going to be. What the best kind of ice cream to put in it is going to be. It's how to make a good malt out of your beer.
It's like a cheese pairing guide almost.
Exactly. I thought.
Tell me why things like Bud Light and MGD and Coors are so popular?
I really can't. I've always wondered that myself. I'm going to say it's just bad taste. People don't know how easy it is to make your own or get a nice craft beer.
Yeah.
And it's a secret cabal.
Really?
Yeah.
No. Explain this.
The big brewers, they just have this secret cabal where they push out all the little guys. It's kind of like the Illuminati of beer. That's what I'm going to chalk it up to. I don't have any proof here because they erase it all. Every time that there's proof that this exists, they just kill that person. So it's, hush hush. But
Jesus.
that's really what that is.
Are you in any kind of danger releasing this video?
They won't believe me.
Well, you definitely wowed me today, sir.
I'm glad I could be on the show. I'm glad I could teach everybody a few things.
Yeah. And I look forward to maybe doing this again in the future.
Anytime. I'm glad to come back.
I mean, you've obviously got a lot to share.
Oh yeah. I got secrets for days. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. So, this has been ComixBrew.